Time to upgrade these heroes. Glad y'all agree. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Fitz, and we're back with another video for Clash of Clans. And today I am on my Town Hall 9 account with Metro, and we are going to be upgrading the King and Queen. We're going to be continuing to upgrade them. As you can see, they're both at level 22. My current plan is to get them both to level 25, so I'm upgrading them together. And then once I get them both at level 25, which, as you know, will unlock another ability level for them, I will then take them, the Queen, and I will finish her up to level 30, and then I'll kind of just coast the rest of the way with the King, take him to max level 30 as well after I've gotten the Queen to 30, and then we will be done and have a 100% completely maxed out Town Hall 9 base. So with no further ado, I did want to bring you guys in, show you a few raids as far as how I am going to get some dark elixir to get my heroes up. And I guess the number one goal when you're raiding for getting your heroes up, or any sort of dark troop or spell, is that you gotta be careful about how much dark elixir you're spending, right? So in this comp that I'm currently using, you can see that I've got 34 balloons, 25 minions, and then 4 rage and 1 poison. I rarely use the poison. I rarely use my clan castle, and I'm using minions. Now, when you look at those minions, if you look at this army right here, the second one, that's army number 1, you can see that the dark elixir that's used for that comp is 375 dark. So it's not that much, especially when you look at what I am getting on my dark elixir raids. So you can see that I've got 2,700, I've got almost 4,000, I've got 4,100. This was a whopper. I got 6,338. So as you can see, I mean, I'm really not having to spend a whole lot of dark elixir in order to get a lot. Now, that being said, we've got a nice little event that just popped up for today, and that is the Spooktacular Special Rewards, and that's when you use at least 4 wish troops at a 100, and you get 100 gems for doing that 5 times and winning 5 multiplayer battles. So what we're going to be doing is, if you look at the very bottom, not the very bottom, the second from the bottom, you can see that I have a Witch Slap comp, and I use this mainly in my war attack strategies. It's a very universal comp. You know, we want to get the gems. I mean, this account has 2,400 gems in it already, almost 2,500, but it would be nice to just cash in on those 100 gems and to show you guys a little bit of the Witch Slap strategy. And then as soon as everything is brewed up, I'm actually going to boost everything with the training potion, and then we'll be back once we are ready to show some attacks. Stay tuned. Ooh, buddy, look at this. Okay, now the dark elixir is not that big, but I mean, even though I'm maxed on gold, I mean, look at my gold. Look up there in the upper right hand corner. I'm almost completely maxed. I'm like 24,000 away from being maxed, and here I've got 985,000 available. I can't pass this up. I mean, it's just in me. But as you can see, it's got 845,000 elixir. I do need to continue to upgrade in my lab, but we're going to be going after this dark as well. Now, one of the things that you probably already know is that if you look at these elixir storages, you can see that there are there is elixir in there, which means that some of the resources in order to get that I'm going to have to get to those, and that can be challenging with these air defenses on the inside. And that one expo is active as well, but I need to get going because the timer is ticking, people. So we're going to go ahead and get in here. Now, one of my biggest priorities, you got to watch out for the Queen, and then you got to watch out for archer towers and air defense. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop a rage in here and try to take out both the Queen and the what am I trying to say? The archer tower. But when you have raged minions, now you see that the raged loons actually took out that Queen. So we're done. We don't need to do anything else with her. Now I'm scoping around trying to find the other dark elixir drill, and I found it. And I've got a situation that I need to decide on here. where to drop my rage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the rage right about here, and I'm going to try to circle these balloons in a way so that they end up funneling to the center and make their way into that air defense, because ultimately we want to make sure that we get that air defense out of the way as much as we can. Am I going to get it? Nope, I'm not going to get it, but I think I might have the clearance from that air defense to get my minions in there. So we're going to give it a shot and see if that will be the case. Now, as far as the other elixirs that's in here, let me just double check, make sure my minions are okay. Yes, they're safe. They're going to be getting the dark elixir. Now you can see that I've got elixir over here and I've got elixir over here. We need to get cooking, people, because the timer is still ticking on me. I'm going to drop right here. I'm going to get all this stuff in behind that sweeper because I don't want that sweeper to push me off course too much. And at this point, the only thing I'm really focused on, because I know I can't get the rest of that dark because it's in that dark storage and in the clan castle and probably in the town hall, I'm just going to go ahead and swing around here, and I'm going to use up all of my troops because we're going in with witches on this next raid. So as you can see, you can kind of take your time on this. I mean, you don't have to really go crazy. And yes, I did just like drop all kinds of unnecessary balloons at the end there just to empty out. So as you can see, I got a decent amount. It kind of fooled me there, but you know, let that be a lesson to be learned for raids like this. When it looks like there's a ton of loot, depending on what type of loot you're going for, whether it's the gold, the elixir, or the dark elixir, you want to look at these storages. And you can see again, if you go back and you look at the elixir storages and you see that there is something in there, sometimes you'll see a little bit of a coating of dark elixir in that dark elixir storage, and that will tell you that not all of the loot is in the drills, mines, and collectors, and that maybe it's a pass. Maybe you have to go to the next base if it doesn't if you can't get access to what you're there for. So live to fight another day is what I say. So now we're back. We're going to we're about 5 minutes away from finishing this up. I'm going to get my CC filled so that we can show you my witch slap strategy, and then I will be back. Alright guys, well, we've got a dead base, so this should be easy pickings for us, but again, you know, I'm so used to getting like 4,000 DE on dead Town Hall 10s with my Loonian attack, but I've let this account drop in trophies. It's I believe 22 or 2300 trophy range, somewhere around in there. And if you're really looking to farm DE, you really need to be closer into the Master 3. Like if you can get up into like 25, 2600 and kind of float between 25 to 27. If you want to know more about the details of that, check out my Farm Chronicles. I actually have videos where I go into depth as far as where your trophy ranges need to be and how you can actually use Loonian very effectively to farm DE. But we're going to go ahead and continue with this witch event and try to get those 100 gems, so let's get it going. So this is pretty much the way that I deploy a lot of times with this comp. And really what you're trying to do initially, just to get your troops to go into the center as much as possible, is you want to set that funnel. You want to make sure that you take out the enemy queen quickly as well. And then the rest is really just about making sure that you try to keep your troops up as much as possible, sending them through that heel right there as they enter the core, because usually there's a lot of Teslas and things like that. And one of the other things, you just saw that I popped my king's ability. You don't want your king to get too low, because as you can see, he's under rage, and if he dies before his rage wears off, then it's actually a pretty big disadvantage for you when it comes to using that ability. So I typically don't let my king get down much below halfway, maybe a little bit before he gets to halfway, before you have to go ahead and drop those to hit that ability. Otherwise, there's a good chance you're going to lose some of that. Now, obviously, this was a dead base, but I may not have as many troops left over at the end of an attack during war, but this is pretty much the way it goes when I'm attacking with witch slap, I should say, in this comp. So we got a 3-star, we got the full loot bonus, and we walked away with some really nice loot. As you can see, my elixir is going up as well. I'm maxed out on my gold, but when it comes to what I'm trying to accomplish, I'm actually trying to get the event, and I got an event completed. I got this one that technically not stealing. I went ahead and got that one done. I'm not a real big user of that hero potion, but hey, I'll take it. But as you can see, we are 2 more away from the witch attacks to finish that up, and then I'll go back to my Loonian and I'll continue to farm and try to get more DE going so that I can get both heroes. My goal is to put them both down. As you can see, the next level for 23 on the Queen is 105,000, while the King costs 90,000. So it's going to be a little bit more than what the max is on my on my storage, but as you can see in my clan castle, I've got 11,000 in the clan castle, so I'll be able to get both of them down, and I'll just put them both down. And I'm actually opted out of war for now. I'm just really focusing on getting these heroes done, at least to 25, and then I'll start really focusing on just upgrading the Queen to 30 and then get the King to 30 after that. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.